Right, welcome back, folks. Western Province Rugby's women's side is, of course, back and ready for action. Of course, their interprovincial starts at in April, in fact. Jonna, before we take a look at the highlights here of the women's practice sessions, False Bay has had a tremendous amount of success with women's rugby in the last 2 years. You've really grown from strength to strength.
Yes, Coach Zoe has done a phenomenal job. She started off with just a few girls, and now we have almost 60 to 80 women there.
Yeah.
Started off with juniors and the 16s and a ladies team, so she's just going from strength to strength. Eventually going to cause many problems for us because we don't have field space to accommodate, but at the moment we're just trying to wing it and trying to make it happen. And again, we just want rugby to happen, so we can't say no to anybody. But yeah, the ladies game, especially on that front, especially in our club, has grown. It's almost exploded, if you want to use a better word.
So I mean, from a coach perspective and someone involved with club rugby in Western Province, you must be happy with the growth of women's rugby in Western Province.
Yes, again, it does start off with small things like touch and sevens, and then eventually it moves its way to 15s, but that's the kind of general pathway, especially for a female rugby player. But what is great is that they're starting from a young age, and that bodes well for the future, because if they can start young, all the skills, all of the nuances for rugby, tackle technique, breakdown, scrum, set piece, line, and all the rest, especially if you can hone those skills from a young age, just means that when you get a little bit older, you'll have pretty much a full repertoire of skills. So yeah.
Yeah, well, as we know, folks, if you've been watching the show, we've been focusing on women's rugby and the growth of women's rugby, and that means that we've also given the players an opportunity to be on TV every week, and that's what we do. Is we go behind the scenes, we catch the players practicing, and then we also interview the women players. This week we, as you know, catch the highlights, but then we also spoke to scrum half Kim Karasalis, as well as prop Chimasa Kawe, hooker Lucille Hanekom, and of course strength and conditioning coach Brandon Isaacs. In fact, we know that the national team, the South African national team, is currently in Cape Town on a team building camp. But let's go behind the scenes and get the highlights and interviews from our women's team.
Baie excited om terug te wees. Dit was definitief 'n groot aanpassing om vir die afgelope 2 jaar net so tik-tak te speel. Ek was nou nie bevoorreg genoeg om laas jaar in die IPL te speel nie, maar ek is baie opgewonde vir die jaar en ons hoop om groot te gaan. Dis vir my 'n baie groot ervaring soos en belewenis dat ek so bevoorreg is om actually in by WP ook aan te sluit, nie net vir Griekwas te speel nie, maar 'n bietjie my vlerke te sprei en vir 'n ander unie ook te probeer speel. Ja, dit is definitief baie beter om terug te wees en so saam met almal saam te jol en lekker met die span soos te socialize en so in vergelyking met hoe dit was en wat jy net soos 1 keer 'n week kan oefen, en as jy geoefen het, moet jy soos 10 meter uit mekaar uit. So dit is definitief lekker om mee saam met die span saam te oefen, saam deur alles te gaan om te sien hoe ons vorder na die IPL seisoen se begin. Dit is baie lekker, is altyd lekker om te sien hoe hulle ervaring en hoe hulle tegnieke ook vir ons inbring en hoe ons dit verder kan vat en net ietsie ekstra te doen en dan doen ons dieselfde en ons kan definitief groot hoogtes met dit bereik. Yes, natuurlik, en soos ek baie keer nou al gehoor het, is WP definitief terug om die beker terug te wen die jaar.
So excited to be back, though it's even hard, but we're pushing. Yeah, it is the nicest thing ever because we've missed each other so much. Now that we are back together, we are happy. Oh, for me, it's good to be back and playing the score sevens helped me a lot with the fitness and everything. We are very excited for the IPL and we are sure that we are bringing it back home.
I think I can speak for all of the girls saying that we're all excited to be back to training. Everyone's working hard at the moment. The conditioning has been pretty tough to say the least, but we're all fired up and ready. I think it's always nerve-wracking being in the first team for anything, but I mean, you learn a lot from the older players as well, so it's nice having that guidance, especially as a new player. So having all of those older people really helps with the game. I think everyone's more excited just to get some more game time since we were off for quite a while. So, I mean, everyone's excited to be here and, we're all ready for it. I think I'm just feeling a lot more comfortable, especially being my second year now, so the nerves aren't exactly there yet. But, I mean, I'm happy to be back here.
Yeah, no, very excited to have all the girls back now. Like you said, they've been playing double round first time ever. They played a double round into the score sevens, and it's good just to get them back into the swing of things, preparing them for another IPL. We're looking to win this year. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Some did, some didn't, so we had to start from over again. So we obviously tested their Bronco to see where they are. So the Bronco obviously told me if they did their running, if they didn't do their running. But ever since that, we've built on it, and I think a lot of them are good on their conditioning now at the moment. Yeah. You know, it does put our planning a bit back, but I mean, what can you? The only thing that you can do is adjust, and we adjusted by just getting him in for more days. So instead of initial 2, we made it 3 days. So we have more contact time with the girls. So I think since then, since we found out, we've been busy for over a month now, and I feel like we will be ready for the season coming up. So yeah, no, definitely. I feel like all the girls feel that way, and there's only one way, and to bring the cup back, and that's our end goal, and we're working hard on this pitch to achieve that. So yeah.
Always great catching up with our women's rugby side, and yeah, can't wait to see the first matches happening now, of course, in April, the Interprovincial League. Right, folks. Well, of course, you know, Score Energy Drinks is on board with Cape Rugby TV, official partner of Western Province Rugby and the Western Province Club Rugby Sevens. Looking out for that a little bit later in the year, and every week we give you an opportunity to win yourself a case of Score Energy Drinks by joining us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Cape Rugby TV, where we ask you a opportunity to spot the ball. We've got Jonathan van der Walt here today. He's going to share the competition with us. Jonathan, there's a picture there of the ball in action. What looks to me like is that a Scottsdene jersey? Hands and Hearts? Hands and Hearts and Tigerberg, right. Your quadrants are A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Jono, would you like to give it a go?
Sheep, as the ball's just left his foot, hands are in the air. A betting man would go for a B2, but I'm going to go for A2.
You're going to go for A2, right. So I don't have much luck with these competitions. I pretty much never get it right. I'm going to go with C2, which is right at the bottom. Let's take a look at where the ball is then. And of course, there it is in B2. All right, so B2, both of us didn't make it. I have a sneaky feeling you saw it beforehand, and you've probably just been trying to be nice. Right, so congratulations to Ari Meirung. Ari, you walk away with a case of Score. Ari joined us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Cape Rugby TV, and entered the Spot the Ball competition. There's a case of Score Energy Drinks on its way to you, or at least you need to come and collect it, Ari. Right, folks, so we'll take a break. When we come back from the break, we'll go to the Brackenfell Primary School, where it was the Western Province Rugby Referee Society kit handover this past Monday. We'll take a look at that after the break. Don't go away.